Hello, my friend. Cheri here. Oh, how I have missed you. It's been a long time. Quick update. If you have not been watching any of my videos before, I am Cheri from The Watering Mouth. I have a food website all about eat to live, lifestyle, healthy, whole foods, high nutrient. And how do you eat that way, right? When no one else does, how do you eat that way forever and love it and get to your healthiest weight and your healthiest you've ever been, just health-wise? We're sitting here in my backyard. It's a typical Vegas backyard. Rocks, basically, and a few bushes. And I am just coming off of maternity leave, so I wanted to give you guys an update. This is my first video for real back, giving you an update about my life and weight and my body and what's been going on and where we're going from here. That's my air conditioner. It's gonna pop on a few times. First thing I want to say is we are in the middle of open registration for another 21-day challenge. So if you're interested in learning how to eat to live, like how much to eat, what to make, and you just don't want to think about it at all for a full 21 days, we are opening enrollment right now for our 21-day challenge. Hundreds of people join every time we do one of these. It's really exciting. And you get a lot of interaction in the Facebook group as well. Recipes, meal plans, everything. So if you're interested, sign up for the 21-day challenge. That is open for registration right now, but registration is closing really soon, in just a couple of days, so make sure you sign up now. There's a link above and then there's a link below in the description as well, and you can sign up there. You can just learn about it too if you just want to learn more about it and get in on that. So just coming off of maternity leave, I just had twin girls on June 9th. Today is October 1st. It is I think it's the last pretty warm day we're gonna be having here in Vegas for the season. Thank goodness. We've been stuck indoors for months. COVID related, but also heat related, and also I just had twin newborns related. They're now 3.5 months old, almost 4 months. My daughter's almost 3 years old too, so we've got 3 children under 3 right now, which has been a pretty intense experience, if I must say so myself. But it's been good. We're coming out of the, beginning difficult part. Everybody's getting used to everybody, and it's going really well. Nursing is suddenly taking a turn for the positive. I've been stuck to a pump for 3.5 months, like a part-time job. Pumping breast milk for my little babies this whole time. And we're just starting to actually get to exclusively breastfeed, which is amazing, long overdue, totally welcome. And so things are changing a little bit. I'm able to work a bit too because I'm starting to find help during the days, just a little bit, once or twice a week for a few hours. And so things are coming around. But it's still we're still in a very challenging place right now. And I'm in a challenging place physically, and I'll go into that in just a minute. But I wanted to give you guys an update because I miss you so much. I want to tell you a little bit about what's going to be happening in the future and what you can look forward to. And then I want to give you a body update, because I like to do body updates every once in a while and just be super transparent about what's been going on and how I've been eating and where I'm headed. So, let's start with the pregnancy and the weight. I'm going to be doing, I already have done a full vlog series about the pregnancy, what it was like, and then postpartum for the first few months. I'm going to be publishing that sometime in the next couple of months, so you can look out for that. There's a lot more detail in there, but I'll give you a little detail here. So the pregnancy was really tough. The first half was a piece of cake. It was easier than my first pregnancy, which is weird. And the second half was harder than anything I've ever imagined before in my life. It was so physically demanding. I've just never experienced anything like that. Like, you can't possibly imagine this unless you've been pregnant before, but having 2 skulls in your pelvis, like sitting in your pelvis while you're trying to walk, is like the weirdest thing ever. And so like painful and uncomfortable. Not to mention all the other 30 different pregnancy symptoms I have, nosebleeds and stuffy nose and just so many things. But I'm coming out of it now. They always say that like mothers I think it's biological. We actually forget stuff on purpose because it was so like traumatic. The birth went really well. It was a C-section, which was medically necessary because of the type of twins they are and because I've had C-section before and lots of different reasons, kind of high risk. But that went really well. The healing went really well, except my tummy didn't go away. And I don't mean tummy, I mean like my pregnant belly did not go away. You know, I talked to the doctor about it, and I'll show you guys more details. I'll show you a visual in a second here, but talked to the doctor about it, and we're just not exactly sure why it's as big as it still is, but hoping that it will get better if I work on it. We'll see, but you know, that's just kind of what it is right now. I bet just a lot of it has to do with the fact that it was twins, and I ended up going to 34 weeks and 5 days naturally. I went into natural labor at that point, and then we had the C-section right away, and everything was fine. The babies were in the NICU for a couple weeks, and everything went fine there. There's a motorcycle going by, and yeah, so they came home, and my healing process went really well. But you know, like when you're pregnant and your tummy starts to shrink, your uterus starts to shrink back down to normal size, and then you kind of get back into your sort of proportional old body, right? Mine didn't. My tummy stayed really big. So let me give you the visual here, and we'll see where I am, because I also have gained a little bit of weight too. So we'll talk all about that, but let me set you up to show you my body. Just give you all the details. So here's, if I can back up a little bit more, I guess. Let's see. So here's my body, about 30 pounds heavier, 30 pounds. Usually I wear a nursing tank like this, and then I'll put a shirt over it. When I gained some of the weight back, and then when my tummy didn't go down, I went and got all new clothes, like 5 or 6 new shirts to kind of cover my tummy, because I feel pretty self-conscious about it. But let me show you. Pardon if you see any breast milk stains or anything on my clothes, but which I think actually there might be some. No, we're good. Okay, so here's what it looks like, and I'm not sucking in or anything. This is just normal at rest. Now here's what happens if I suck in. It's as far as I can go, still pretty far out there. This is relaxed, and I can't push it out anymore. That's as far as it goes. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. And if you can see, I kind of have more weight around my face and on my arms and stuff too. So the way that it went down was had the babies, and then within a couple weeks, you know, I had babies and I lost 15 pounds immediately just because of their weight and the amniotic fluid and all that. Vincent wants to come outside like always. And then tummy started to shrink a little bit, and then there was like 1 week where I just lost 9 pounds without doing anything. Also, nursing twins is apparently a big calorie burner. It's said to burn like 1,000 calories a day, so I don't see that. I'm not surprised that I lost weight really quickly like that. So I finished the pregnancy at around 165 pounds. Then when I had the babies and I came home, I was at around 150, and then magically I just lost 9 pounds, so I was at 141. And then my tummy didn't go down, and I started to get a little bit sad, a little bit depressed, and I started to eat. And I also was kind of kept telling myself that I needed to get more calories because of breastfeeding, which was true. I was starved like I've never been hungry before for those first couple months. And so I just was like eating and eating and eating, hungry all the time, hungry all night long. So I know my supply was regulating, you know, my milk supply, and I had to sort of take that couple months to like figure out what was going on. I have a bunch of milk in the freezer, and you know, so I obviously was making more than we really needed, but I didn't know what we needed because the babies were increasing in how much they drank all the time. So I had to keep increasing myself using the pump. And finally the babies are now getting to the place where they can latch well and they can transfer milk, and they're gaining weight just on nursing. And so, well, there's a little bit of, there's another motorcycle. There's a little bit of supplementing, which was recommended by the NICU because they were preemies, just one bottle per day. And we'll cut that out in another month or two. But so I'm feeling like the supply is fine now. That had a lot of alarm in the beginning about, am I making enough milk or whatever. So I had all these thoughts that were, you know, making me overeat. And so we talk about this in my coaching, is like our thoughts create our results, right? So the thought pattern that I was in then was creating a set of feelings, which were then creating my actions. That's how we say it works. And my actions were to overeat, lots of overeating, because I was panicked about milk supply and all this kind of stuff. If I lose weight, will my milk supply go down, whatever. And also my tummy is too big and I don't know what's going on, and so eating is gonna make that better, right? It's kind of where I was at. And then over the last month or so, I've been starting to slowly shift those thoughts again and start to feel like me a little bit more. My milk supply has regulated now, which is a huge step. So like I'm not overproducing all the time, I'm not uncomfortable all the time, right? Like it's kind of at a good place now. And the babies are nursing almost exclusively now, which is, I'm off the pump. I only pump one time a day now, which is like, amazing. So things have been, you know, just a huge adjustment, and haven't really been able to work as much at all. Like I worked a bit all throughout, but just kind of like answering some emails and stuff like that. But my team has been amazing helping me keep everything going. So I want to say thank you to everybody on my team for just keeping the ship running while I was on maternity leave. But now I feel like trying to get a nanny, trying to get the babysitter thing figured out, getting to a place where that feels a little bit more comfortable, and I can work on the weekends a little bit. So we're coming back around here, and now I'm starting to focus more on myself and my weight and how I'm feeling there. So before I got pregnant, I was 123. We'll come back to the body talk now. So I was 123 before I got pregnant. And that was kind of my happy weight. I was just sort of chilling there. I preferred to be at 115, but I kind of was just, you know, not being super strict all the time. So I was like just hovering around 123. Got pregnant, got up to 165, and then had the babies, get down to 150, down to 141, and then there was some snacking, lots of snacking, and a lot of Starbucks, I have to admit. That's sort of my drug of choice when I'm off plan, is Starbucks, croissants and mochas and things like that. There was just a lot of that, you know, 2-3 times a week, not to mention snacking in the afternoons and just eating more than necessary. And so I gained 9 or 10 pounds back. So I got back up around, that's really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I don't want it to interrupt my video, so I'm gonna go inside real quick. I think he's using a chainsaw? I don't know. I'm going inside, hold on. So it was a chainsaw, and then I came inside and my daughter was terrified, so I had to calm her down, and now the baby's crying. So I'm gonna have to go comfort her because it's time to eat the next meal. This is what my days are always like, but let me try and see if I can get through this, a little bit more of this video. So I got up to around 150 now. So 165 to 150 to 141 and back to 150-ish. So I'm up and down. I was able to take a bunch of walks last week, and I lost 4 pounds in 1 week. But I think I've gained a little bit of it back because I haven't been able to do any walks this week. So things are just kind of like in this up and down place, and I want to share more of this journey with you to come. And I'm actually going to be doing a membership site, which I'm going to call the Eat to Live Family. And it's going to be coaching, Q&A. You can ask any question you want, and we're going to lose weight together, or we're just going to eat healthy together. And I'm going to teach you how to do that with all the skills I know about mindset and everything I've learned in the past. I'm going to teach you how to do that. So now I'm up to around 150. And my goal weight is 110. It always has been 110. So that's 40 pounds from here. I'm going to lose that weight. I'm going to my plan of attack for my stomach, I don't exactly know what's going on, but I'm almost certain it's called diastasis recti. And of course we've got Vincent here now, and we've got Moo. So I'm almost certain it's a condition called diastasis recti, where the abdominal muscles actually separate when you're pregnant. And because I had a twin pregnancy, and I just want to show you a couple pictures here. One is of a few days before I had the babies, and then the last one here is me and my husband in the bathroom. I'm in active labor at this point, in between contractions, and I wanted to take a picture to commemorate the fact that I got a nosebleed right before we were leaving for the hospital. He's like doing the hospital bag checklist, making sure we have everything, and I'm like gushing blood, having contractions, trying to get my daughter out the door. Like, oh my gosh, it was a crazy morning. Anyways, so the size, the just sheer size of my belly, you can see it's kind of this freakish level of, wow, I can't believe she's even standing anymore, right? So oftentimes in pregnancy, or especially in a twin pregnancy, the abdominal muscles will separate and they won't be able to go back on their own after the pregnancy. And I'm pretty sure that's what I have, which would explain why when I suck it in, when I try to suck it in, I can't even, it's not even possible for me to suck it all the way in. And the only way that you can fix that is by strengthening the core muscles in order to pull them back together, or surgery. So I do not want to have surgery. And my thought is I'm going to do every single possible thing I can do under the sun to improve this with diet and exercise first. So I'm going to lose 40 pounds. I'm going to get down to my goal weight, and then I'm just going to maintain that forever. I have no doubt that I'll be able to do this. I'm really excited. This is also the last time I'm ever going to get pregnant. Knock on wood. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're done having kids. So now I get to actually focus on me, focus on my body, get myself back to exactly where I want to be, and be done with it, and just put that struggle down forever, and just get back to being 100% nutritarian. So food-wise, so that's my goal physically. I want to lose the weight, then I want to work on and at the same time I want to work on strengthening my core to see if I can close up that diastasis. And if not, then I'll reevaluate and see if there's anything else that can be done about my tummy. But I know that 40 pounds down, my tummy is going to look totally different, because I've got a lot of fat clearly around my tummy. And also, what was really strange for me was when I first noticed I had this issue and my uterus had shrunk but my tummy didn't. It threw me off for a while, because I never gain weight in my tummy. I always gain it evenly. And so this was the first time that I was like, I just couldn't figure out what was going on. And now I think I have a pretty good idea. So I'm going to lose the weight, tighten up my core, and then we'll see what happens after that. Now, food-wise, you know, pregnancy throws us for a loop. And on top of that, I had gestational diabetes. So I had to go to a diet that would keep my sugars low enough so that I wouldn't have to take insulin. And I was successful in doing that. And I feel really proud of myself for doing that, keeping my weight down, not eating Twix bars for the last half of my pregnancy, which is what I did with my first daughter. She's literally made of Twix bars. I feel terrible about that, but that's what happened. But this time I was able to fully keep my sugars down, and I didn't have to take insulin or anything like that. But what it did was kind of introduce a bunch of foods that I don't normally eat. You'll see a lot of that in the pregnancy vlog when I talk about what I was eating, which it was actually a lot of meat and cheese. It's kind of the only way I could figure out, for all of the factors that were going on in my life at the time, to eat and keep my sugars down without taking insulin. I couldn't physically eat a salad for 30 minutes. I couldn't physically make a salad. I couldn't eat a salad because I couldn't sit up long enough, because it just hurt too much. I had to be laying down all the time. In the end there, it was kind of like being on bed rest. I was just on the couch for weeks, etc. You see a lot more in my pregnancy vlog there. But so I introduced a lot of foods that I don't normally eat, which made it interesting. And then afterwards here, just because of the way that my thoughts have been working around this breast milk thing and nursing and blah, 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 I'm just really hot. Sorry, I keep touching my hair, but I feel really hot right now. I have not been eating well. As I said, there's been a lot of Starbucks. I mean, you can see the Cheerios box up there. We don't normally eat that kind of food, but it's just turned into a lot of convenience foods. a lot of like whole wheat bread products. I always do smoothies or oatmeal in the morning, always. So that has never changed. But then there's been just like a lot of overeating and snacking and crackers and, Starbucks, as I said, and things like that. I mean, I'm back to vegan now, so I want to make that point. But we've been vegan for a little while now. But yeah, just not very healthful vegan. Still getting lots of greens in and stuff, but not enough salads, kind of a thing. So I want you to watch my transition, because over the next, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to document it all. And I wanted to mention that just very briefly about this Eat to Live family, which I'm creating, which is the membership program that we're going to be doing starting next year. I don't know when, because it's all going to be dependent on when I can get my crap together, because it's a little tough to work on anything new right now. I can kind of just keep my head above water. But once things settle down a bit, maybe February, March, April, May, June, something like that, I want to launch this family, this Eat to Live family, which is going to be basically group coaching. So it's going to be Q&A calls where you can come on and just talk to me one-on-one, sort of with an audience, and I'll be able to coach you. There's going to be materials and other coaching videos and things that will help you along on your journey. So I want you to just keep an eye out for the Eat to Live family. It's going to be coming up really soon, and it's not only going to be for you to help you get to your goals, but it's going to be a documentation of me getting to my goals too. And that's where I'm going to house this content. So if you want to see what my actual journey is, I'm starting to film things right now, and I'm going to be putting it into the family for you to watch and peruse and see exactly what I did as soon as that is available. Okay, so if you want to have access to me, coaching and things like that, we're going to be doing all this together. I'm going to walk you through everything that I do, and I will teach you how to get to your goals. Okay, so all of this that I talk about is mindset stuff, and so what I'm working through right now is how to get my mindset back on track from gestational diabetes, pregnant with twins, to nursing and building milk supply, to just normal life now. Now is the place where I'm starting to just tighten back up, get back to where I need to be, and get back on track. I'm going to be vlogging on all of this in the family group, and doing a little bit of updates here on YouTube too, and on Facebook. But I just want you to know this is what I'm doing. This is where I am, and this is where I take my health back, I take my body back, and I get back into shape exactly how I want to. And I'm just going to do my best. I'm going to take you along for the ride. So join me. Something you can do right now, though, I want to suggest, as I said before in the beginning of this video, we're doing a 21-day challenge starting at the time. When you see this video, it's going to be starting next week, okay? We do 21-day challenges every quarter. So if you don't get in on this one, make sure that you get in on the next one. But it's open for registration right now. What this is recipes, meal plans. It's a lot of other super helpful bonus information as well, but it's going to tell you exactly what to eat and how much of it to eat for 21 days. We have hundreds of people do these challenges every single time, and they love it. The reviews are ridiculous. People lose weight. It's such a great community event. There's people supporting you, and can ask questions and all that. So make sure you join us in this 21-day challenge that we're doing right now. It's all Eat to Live foods. No SOS, no salt, oil, or sugar, and it tastes phenomenal, I promise you. So, so good. We'd love to see you in there. Okay, so that was my very interrupted update journal vlog back for you. I am going to be losing the weight. I am going to be getting back on track, and you will see me in a lot of videos every month now, most of the videos hopefully. And also I'll be still in the comment section and everything too. And in the background, I'm working on launching the Eat to Live family for you. So make sure you keep an eye out for that so you can join in, be part of one of the best communities on the planet, eating the best food possible and getting to your best health and your best weight goals, because I know you can do it. This is all about your thoughts, right? Like all of this is about your thoughts, and the way that I'm doing this is my thoughts too. Your thoughts create your results. So me thinking, that my milk was in danger led to a lot of snacking and led to my current weight. And now my shifted thinking of health-focused, future-focused, weight focused is going to be shifting my results to where I want them to be again. And then for the rest of my life, I'm going to be on that path again, and I want to take you with me. So start off by joining this 21-day challenge. You're going to love it. These are the foods you need to eat to sustain that maximum health span, we say. You know, your lifespan, but also the health span, because you don't want to just live longer. You want to feel good too, right? So sign up. There's a link above, or there's a link down in the description. You can sign up to go straight to learn more about this and just register right now, because it's open, but it's only open for a couple more days. So you have to make sure you sign up now. We shut down registration. You can't get in after we shut down registration. So make sure you do that. It's going to be months before we do the next one. So make sure you get in on this one now. We would love to see you in there. And if anything, it's worth it just alone for the recipes that you get, because you get so many awesome recipes. Okay. So that is my update. You've seen my body. You've seen what it looks like now. That's my before. This is my before, guys. Right? And my after is coming. It's on its way. So follow with me for the journey. And I can't wait to see you in future videos. I'm going to be here all the time now again. And I wish you the best of luck. Let me know how you're doing. How have you been? And how can we support you? Let me know down in the comments what you're up to right now. How are you feeling about your health and maybe weight loss journey if you're on one of those too? Let me know what's going on for you and how we can help you, and we will try to create something that helps you. But look out for the Eat to Live family, because that is your answer. Okay, that's it. I'm going to stop rambling like I always do. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.